All right guys, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about East Sac, break it down for you and give you the pros and the cons. We're going to go through 5 pros and 3 cons. Hi, this is Jacqueline Gage with the GAGE group at EXP right here in Sacramento. If this is your first time on my channel, this is where we talk about everything Sacramento related and give you the full 411. So if you're into that, please subscribe down below and just tap that bell button so you're notified every time I do a new video. My team and I get calls all the time about people relocating to Sacramento, and if you are thinking of moving to Sacramento or the greater area, please just give us a call, shoot us a text, email, whichever you prefer, and we are there to help you. Okay, so let's discuss exactly where East Sacramento is located. So to the north, you're gonna have Elvis Avenue, and right adjacent to Elvis is gonna be the river. So north is gonna be the river. The east is going to be Sacramento State. And to the south is going to be the 50 freeway, and to the west is going to be Alhambra. So it's perfectly situated very close to downtown, you'll see. So East Sacramento is very charming. In fact, I like to refer to it as it looks like a storybook because it's so beautiful. All the streets are, and a lot of the areas are really wide. They have canopied trees over them. We are the city of trees, so it makes it very warm and pleasant. And the architecture is going to be in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. You'll see colonial style revival, Spanish revival, Tudors, brick Tudors, and the Craftsman bungalow. So those are all architecture styles that people really love. There's one area which you may have heard of called the Fab 40s, and those are going to be some of the most exclusive homes in Sacramento. So those are going to be from 38th Street to 47th Street between J and Folsom Boulevard. And they are very estate-like and have like double lots with a lot of the houses. So definitely an area to check out. While we're talking about the Fab 40s, one fun trivia fact to note is on 45th Street between Folsom Boulevard and M Street was where Ronald Reagan used to live. It's a beautiful white brick home with a circular driveway, and it's one of my favorite homes in the Fab 40s. And so he lived there while he was the governor. And if I'm gonna mention some bars, then I'm gonna tell you about where all the local yokels go, and those are a few dive bars in East Sac that are great. One is Chargan's. Gotta love it. It's been there forever, as well as the Toomey, and they're basically on the same block, so you can walk to one and then the other. So check it out. Number 4 is local shops. And this is kind of, extends from the last number 3, but I think it's really important because all the local businesses really give East Sac a style and character of its own. You will not find big box chain stores here, although those could be convenient for you. I mean, it's just, you can hop on the 50 freeway and go to a local chain store. But East Sac really has local businesses that have been in business forever. My mom has a hair salon in East Sac, and she's been going over 30 years now. And so it's great that the people in East Sac really support the local business. Like you have Cordy Brothers, which is been in business since 1947, I think. And it's a special kind of supermarket. You can go there and get specialty foods, great wine. If you go to the deli, they have amazing deli sandwiches you can get. You go there during lunch and it's booming, so that speaks for itself. So I definitely put that one on your list. And a lot of unique businesses. Like just the other day I was driving down Folsom Boulevard and there was a plant shop that just opened. So if you're into botanicals, which plants are the trend, go check that out. And there's a women's sportswear clothes called Bueno Sport, which is in town, and that's right on Folsom Boulevard too. So a lot of things that you can find in East Sacramento and support your local entrepreneur. And as far as a local coffee shop, I love Chocolate Fish. I always like to go to the local coffee shops rather than the Starbucks. And there's also, no internet there, but I think it's a nice, refreshing take on a coffee shop because you actually go there, you talk to people, you can sit outside. Another local business I almost forgot that I love is the Pasty Shack. I actually mentioned it in my other East Sacramento video, but it's amazing. If you don't know what a pasty is, it's like a pot pie, and they have vegetables and meat in them, and each day they have different pasties. So on Thursday, they make the Mexican pasty, which I absolutely love. I've been going there since I was a kid. So it's really apparent that all these local businesses that have been in business for 20 and 30 years are really supported by the East Sacramento community, or they wouldn't still be in business today. And it really is a true testament to what they serve and provide to the community. All right, so number 5 is East Sac is a mix of ages. It's a great spot to live your life at any age. We have people here that are really young, renting apartments, going to Sac State, as well as the career individual who's working downtown, focusing on their career. Also people that are raising their family in their 30s, 40s, as well as retirees. And I think it has such an array of ages because it has that suburban urban feel. It doesn't feel like when you're raising a family or out in the suburbs, there's still things to do which make it attractive for a lot of families. And it's a great kind of middle ground for younger people because it's not too distracting with all the hustle and bustle that may be in Midtown. So it does have a nice yin and yang to it. All right guys, so now let's get into the cons. So this is number 1 con. The cost of living in East Sacramento is higher. In fact, it's one of the highest prices per square foot to live in Sacramento. As far as comparing it to the cost of living index, which gives you an indication comparing it to the national average of 100 of how pricey it is. So the national average is 100. Anything above that is going to be more expensive. So Sacramento cost of living index is going to be 119 and East Sac is going to be 141. So you'll see there's a big contrast in Sacramento's average compared to East Sacramento. So the biggest factor of the cost of living index is of course the price point of a home, the average median price point, which in East Sac is going to be $650. As I mentioned earlier, it is the highest price per square foot in Sacramento, so definitely be prepared to pay. Number 2 con is going to be the homeless. This is a con that I've mentioned in every area of Sacramento that is going to be near the downtown. In East Sacramento, it is not as bad as, say, Midtown or downtown, but there are quite a bit of homeless just because the laws, they are allowed to camp wherever. So just be prepared to consider that when moving to East Sacramento. All right, so my 3rd con is going to be that they are older homes. Now this is a bit of a spin-off off one of my pros, that they are charming. With the charm comes the older homes, and with that comes a ton of upkeep. So be prepared to spend money if it hasn't already been upgraded. Like we're talking about the electrical, you'll see a lot of older homes have knob and tube, or at least partial knob and tube, and the electrical gets very expensive to rewire a house completely. As well as the sewer, you want to make sure that the pipes are in good condition. A lot of these homes are going to have older pipes, and if you need to repipe a house, that can be very costly as well. You're going to have older windows, not that good of installation in a lot of these places. And then also just the livability factor. People live differently back in the day than they do now. So if the home hasn't been renovated, it doesn't have that open concept that everyone wants. And also a lot of the updates in some of these homes are a little hodgepodgey. So you'll see one of the drawbacks are in East Sacramento, a lot of the homes, if you want a 3-bedroom, are going to be a 3-1 and not a 3-2. Or if someone did put that 2nd bathroom in, a lot of times it's done in a really odd way and doesn't flow with the house. So you'd have to rip it out and start over. Or a lot of the homes have only 1 garage or maybe no garage. They don't have that 2-car garage that people want nowadays. So these are just some things to consider. If you do want to upgrade the houses, it definitely takes a lot of money. So I would, before purchasing, get some quotes on upgrading these things so you know really what you're dealing with and what you're going to tackle, so you don't get it over your head. But old homes bring charm, so that's the flip side. All right guys, I hope you found this video informative on the pros and cons of East Sacramento. If you have any questions, please let me know below. And if you are considering a relocation to Sacramento, please don't hesitate to reach out. Call, text, email, whatever you prefer. I work days, nights, weekends, whenever, and would love to help you with your move. And if you're interested in this channel, please subscribe down below. I would love it. These videos are a lot of work and I would love the support.